our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Mike front four, Mike front four, Mike front four. Come on. Mike 54.
From the gun, Vick. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31 as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. 64. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now. 5. Now.
First down, here's Aikman. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, ready, 30 base.
On 3rd down, Aikman. Cooper's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Take four. Jump.
Hey, Alpha. Get.
On 2nd down, here's Aikman. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lawrence Taylor, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Aikman, 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
55, my God, 55. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that. Sets up a first and goal.
Gain of 57 yards. Complete to Calvin Johnson. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
56 yards. Check 55.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Being chased, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, high 7.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, box drop.
What is the Lions? Squeeze. Watch the run. Mike 40.
Hey, echo. Hit it.
Looking to pass. Aikman on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Go.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 40's Mike.
Aikman will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Reading the script, that punt return 86 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Emmitt Smith, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
All day, baby, all day. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the curve, watch the curve.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Aikman and company indeed going for it. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Safety Brian Dawkins earns the tackle for loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Right there.
To throw, Vick. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Calvin Johnson, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Safety's creeping.
Bravo.
Now Aikman on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40's mine.
Watch the slant.
2nd and 10. Aikman again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
I'm coming.
Now it's Aikman. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun on 3rd down is Aikman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeout.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He'll run it. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Vic to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Go! Hey, Charlie! 40's Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Aikman. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey!
40's Mike. All day.
Big grip.
Now Aikman to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 87 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And there he goes again. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some team
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Jackson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Michael Vick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light thing. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's good for 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. John Randall, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Slam. Check three.
On 2nd down, Aikman. And the pressure gets to him again. John Randall, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Right on these two.
Watch the curl.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
To Jerry Rice. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. That goes for a gain of 31.
Right there.
They'll run now with Okoye. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Aikman on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Randall bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Aikman, 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Aikman. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
On the ready.
52's the mic.
General West.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, Dickerson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Man open, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run with their fullback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
From the 29, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take him. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Mahomes going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jerry Rice. Incomplete. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw is Aikman. Finding Green complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Okoye. They find some open field here. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Titans on Lucy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So after that 4th down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it's almost a loss for them. They've only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to... up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come off the ball.
Go.
I got you.
Five.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, Wahoo. Ready?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
At the 38-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close,